what like technological advances are you excited about for paleontology?
Ooh, I feel like we've already made so many that I could never have even dreamed of growing up. Because growing up, you I read all the books of these big scaly dinosaurs being all scary and or lumbering and whatnot. And I think that's one big allure of birds is because with ancient birds, it's something that we've really come a long way in terms of technology, like just being able to discover feathers on birds. And so that helps
Mhm.
us to completely relook at what they even look like. They don't, the fact that things even like T-Rex may have had feathers. And so some people argue it's not as terrifying, but I still don't want like a 30-foot vulture after me. That's not really fun to see. But yeah, so for me in a lot of paleo, I think one of the biggest advancements, and it's something that I've been working with, is CT scanning, um,
Okay.
because it's such a useful thing for paleo. Because a lot of times we want to really look in depth at the bones and the bone structure, but we don't really want to start sawing into the bones. We don't want to be destroying these things to see it. So that's what CT scanning has been an absolute lifesaver, and that's what I've been working on for a couple of projects. Has You can reconstruct entire skeletons that have just been CT scanned. Like I did my undergrad, I did a thesis in conjunction with Harvard, and we were looking at um, it wasn't a dinosaur, but it was a Jurassic. It was still Jurassic aged, and it's a type of reptile.
Okay.
And we had CT scanned. It was in a tiny, tiny block of sand or rock, and instead of sort of breaking it open and looking at each bone individually, which would be nearly impossible because some of these bones were just the width of like a needle, you put it in a CT scanner and you can just move all the bones on your computer. You can just reconstruct it right there instead of sort of the old fashioned way, I guess.